hadn't even liked her before I listened to this song, to be honest. For Free is my favorite Joni Mitchell song, and let me explain why I think this is a great example of just perfect songwriting. Basically, the left hand plays this pattern throughout the whole song. The right hand is a little bit more diverse. But what I think is the most interesting in this song is how she complements the chords with the melody that she sings. This song is actually not very difficult, but I think it's difficult to keep with the flow of it. What I want to focus on here is how she sings the melody. So we have I slept, E, which is a natural part of C major. I slept last night, and D, which is also a natural part of B sharp major. But then she sings C, which is not included in this kind of A minor. C is of course part of A minor, but she sings that part, doesn't play it. We don't double what we play, but we sing something different. In a good hotel. But it doesn't sound awkward because very quickly we go in a good hotel. So she plays the C a little bit later. So I slept last night in a good hotel. I was shopping today. D, part of D minor, of course, the root note. Shopping today. What I love here is she sings C. C is not part of D minor, but it's part of F major that follows D minor. I was shopping today. So something that she does here in this song and I really like is that either piano follows the voice or voice follows piano. So in this case, first we sing, then we play. I was shopping today. C. For jewels. Again, C. I slept last night in a good hotel. First we sing, then we play. I was shopping today for jewels. And I think that this pattern, like first we sing, then we play, is what makes the song flow. For the whole 3 verses, it's we go, no stopping, no slowing down. For me, this song feels like a conversation between the piano and the singer with a lot of space here. There is a moment when we have the distance between this F and this C. But now let's take a closer look at the lyrics of the song. So this is our first verse, and as you can see, Joni is very specific with her lyrics. We can actually read that she talks about New York, but I don't know why even before I had learned that this is actually about New York, I always had the city in mind when I listened to the song. Anyway, I slept last night in a good hotel. I went shopping today for jewels. The wind rushed down around the dirty town and the children let out from, and this is very interesting because in the song she sings from the schools. So she definitely makes this sound longer to make it a rhyme. I was standing on a noisy corner, waiting for the walking green. Across the street, he stood and he played real good on his clarinet for free. So clearly we have 2 people here. We have I, so Joni, of course, and he, so the clarinet player. And what I like about it is that Joni just paints specific pictures. At the very end of this verse, we have the title, For Free, as you will see, this is repeated in every verse. We don't have the classic form of this song, so there is no verse and chorus, no bridge or anything like that, not even a piano break. We just have these 3 parts, 3 verses, but I would say that the last sentence is a kind of a chorus here. I would say that in this verse, she reflects a little bit more on her life because we have I play for fortunes, velvet curtain calls, I got black limousine, etc., etc. I would say that she is very harsh on herself. It seems like she's realizing what is the reason she even sings. Something that I find very interesting is the contrast here. She starts the second verse with now me, I play for fortunes, and the previous one with he plays for free. So this is the contrast between the previous verse, but also we have the contrast here. She talks about her luxurious life and the guy, the man, playing for free. I would say that my favorite part is this one. And then we go to our third verse. Nobody stopped to hear him. They knew he'd never been on their TV, so they passed his music by. So I would say that the first verse was just setting the scene. Second one was reflection on herself. And the third one is reflection on the society. And again, we have pictures. And the song, of course, has to finish with this, let's say, chorus, which is not a chorus, but it's just the part that we repeat the most, for free. Anyway, this is definitely one of my favorite songs ever written. I am in the city. I see this guy. I hear him playing. And unfortunately, I am Joni too.